Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Cavaliers will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around, they use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. You've got two guys covering the tight end. As a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Going to sling it on second down. He's going to run it. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Handoff to the single back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Virginia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off-play action on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Dances away. He's going to... breaks into the... headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. High the chains now on 2nd and long. looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Miami 14, Virginia 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. They give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. To the air, it's Dennis. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Now on the return. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Dropping back, it's Dennis. The screen, he's got wheels. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. And the Cavaliers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Turning it on. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's the... You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be pass, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time racing requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting their QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Punt is on its way. On his way from around the 50. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Across the 25. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going with the ground game left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he's going to bring it out. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
The Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying the left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The lone back's got it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Working that left side. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Miami! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Temple is getting dominated today. And, you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 17 to Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running behind that left side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Gives it on the option. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now from inside the red zone. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Dennis. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down. They've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year.
There he goes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
brings up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
3:25.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The give to the left. Creates a little room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He wants it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to pop the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it at the 15. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.